Hello, welcome to this training by Types and Icon Consulting. In today's training, we're going to look at 3 ways to extract unique items from a data range. My name is Karo Ezuzu, and I'll be taking you through this short training. First, let's look at what unique items are. Unique items are items that will occur only once within a data range. So if I'm going to extract unique items, I'm saying if I have an item appearing 10 times, it's going to be brought out as one item to make it unique. So let's look at our data and see exercise we have to do. Now I have this ZBC Trading Company sales report. We have salesperson, the week, the month, product down to total sales. Now if you look carefully at the salesperson's column, you will see Eze down and you see names repeated several times. So it becomes difficult to know how many salespersons are reported. Now if you look at the week column, you also see week 1, week 3, week 4, week 1. A lot of those items duplicated. The same thing with the product and month. So what we are supposed to do in this exercise is, let's look at the requirement of our test. Is saying, using the data given, using this given sales data, determine one, how many sales staff are reported. So our first task is how many sales staff are reported on this in this column A. The second one is how many products are reported. Now, if you look at the product column, I have oranges, down, apple. A lot of the items repeated several. So we can't even determine on the surface of it how many products are reported. Now, I'm going to use 3 different approaches to extract that. A lot of time people have this problem. You see them shuffling the sheet up and down to determine the unique items. First, if you're using Microsoft 365, the job is quite easy. Microsoft introduced a function called the unique function with the Microsoft 365. So I'm going to use that first. If you don't have that, we're going to use 2 other approaches that are available in the earlier versions. Now, what does the unique function do? The unique function simply extracts unique items from a selected data range. And it's a very easy function, just one argument. So I'm going to say equal to unique. When I open the bracket, it's saying array, and that's the only mandatory arguments you have there. Remember, in other videos we've explained the difference between mandatory arguments and optional arguments. Array is the only mandatory arguments we have here by column, exact, match are all optional argument. Now the mandatory argument is enough for us to address this problem. So it's asking where is the array that I want to extract the unique items from. I move straight to salesperson and I highlight the whole of that row. That's the only mandatory argument. I hit my enter key and it's extracted that. So it's saying we have 1, 2, 3, 4 staff in the whole of that report. Only 4 staff are reported. I can see how many there are. A lot of them would have been duplicated given the various weeks or products that they have performed on. Now, if you don't have the unique function, you won't be able to do this. So what will you do? Let's look at other functions. I'm going to use the advanced filter. Now, if you click on the data tab and look at the sort and filter group, you will see a small icon here called advanced. That's the advanced filter icon. It can also be used to achieve this. So how is it used? Let's achieve the same thing we've done here using the advanced filter. So I come here, I click on the advanced filter. It gives me the advanced filter argument box. The first thing it's asking is filter the list in place, which is okay. It's going to tell me list range. Where is the range I want to extract these values from? Now, the range is going to be the whole of this column. So I highlight the whole of this column. And by default, it's going to put an absolute reference $sign on them. Now, it's asking what is the range criteria. Essentially, for this, the criteria range and the list range is the same thing. So I'm going back to highlight the same spot. Now, if you check, copy to is grayed out, but I want to copy to another location. So I select this so that this place can be opened up. And I want only the unique records to be extracted. So I select unique records, click on copy to, and I determine the location I want to copy it to. So I can, let me place it somewhere here. Okay. And I click OK. Now, when I click OK, you find out that it has also extracted the same information that I got from here. I use unique here. I use the advanced filter here. Now, one more approach. I'm going to highlight the whole of this. I'm going to copy it to somewhere here. Let me copy it here. Okay, let me copy it here. what did I do? Okay, it's going to be here. Yeah, let me copy it here. I'm going to take out this one. Whoosh, sorry. Let me just copy only this one. It doesn't really matter. Let me just copy only this one. Fine. Now I've copied everything there, and I'm just going to extract only the unique items. So I go to my data tab again. I go to the group called data tools. On top of that group, you will see an icon called remove duplicate. So I want to remove everything that's appearing more than once, that only the unique items can be extracted. So I hit this. It's going to take me to this place asking if I want to unselect. No, I want to maintain this. I said yes. So I take OK. Now, when I take OK, it's telling me 188 duplicate values were found, and I want only 4 unique values remain. And I said OK. So you'll see that the 3 approaches I use are giving me the same thing. So whichever version of Excel you have, if you have Microsoft 365, the unique function is quite cool. If you don't have that, you can use the advanced filter or the remove duplicate icon. So now that addresses the first question: how many staff do we have? Now, how many products do we have is the same thing. This time I'm just going to do it on the product side. So let me do for the product the same approach. I'm going to say equal to unique. Now I won't bother using the other approach because it's virtually the same thing. So I hit my enter key, and this side, oh okay, I did for product, sorry. So I'm going to say equal to unique. Yeah, so this time I'm going to product. So I highlight the whole of this one, I hit my enter. That means, so we have how many products? 1, orange, mango, apple, pineapple, 4 products as well. Now that's very easy to extract. Now the next thing we're going to look at is the third one: total sales per person. Now that takes us off extracting duplicate copy to extracting the sum of their performance. So I'm going to just get here and say total sales. So how do I get the sales of Eze now that I know Eze is appearing a lot of times? So I need to use a function we call the sum if function. Now remember, I've treated the sum if and sum if function in other videos. The sum if is used where there is a single criteria, while the sum ifs, which is IFS, is used where there are multiple criteria. In this case, I just want to extract only the performances of Eze, which means it's only one condition for extracting. So I'm going to come here and say equal to sum if, and it's asking me the range. Where am I going to get this range? Which range? Eze is the criteria, so the range is certainly where Eze is, which is the whole of this one. Now because I intend to copy that, I'm going to hold that fixed with a $sign. I take a comma. It's asking me the criteria. The criteria is Eze, so I don't have a problem with that. I take a comma. Now sum range, where am I bringing those sum values from? Is from the sales values here. I take this, and that's all I need. I just hit my enter key, and it's telling me Eze did 54.2 million. All I need to do is copy that one down, and this is their performance. So if I want to know the total of this, I come here and I sum that, alt equal to. Now it's telling me this is what I have, 238 million. Now if I want to confirm if I'm right, this will also be the sum of everything here. So I can come down here and add this and see if I'll get that 238. Fantastic. So this is 238 million, which means I'm correct. Now to do product, I just take the same approach. For sum if, I can say equal to sum if, the same thing. I come to, okay, this time is product. So I'm going to highlight the product range. I put that fixed. I take a comma, and the product I'm considering first is orange. I take my comma, and my sum range certainly is the sales here. I hold that fixed and I hit my enter key. This I copy down. I put my comma separator. I can now take my total here, and I can, sorry, okay, let me just type it again. I don't like typing something. Okay, so I sum this. If I'm right, I should have the same total with it because I'm looking at the same data from different perspectives. So I do this, and wow, I have the same value. So this is how to use the extraction of unique values, and we've gone a little bit further to use the total sales. So you can try your hands on this by probably getting this data and using the week and the month, which we've not done in this exercise. Thank you very much for listening. In other videos, we'll see much more of what Excel can do. Bye-bye.